Hi, welcome to your practice. I'm just about to run you through a Vinyasa class with a little bit of a difference today. So my name is Kathleen and I'm going to take you through a class. We're going to actually, we'll change up our sun salutations today, remove a lot of the chaturangas and the high to low push-ups. Still a really strong class, but just throwing in something different just to mix it up. A little bit flowy through our sequence and different transitions. So follow along best you can and we'll get started in child's pose. So just moving towards the back of the mat. Toes together, knees nice and wide. Set yourself up into a comfortable version of child's pose for your body today. And all of our postures can look really different depending on how we're showing up and how we're feeling, where our energy levels lie. So maybe this class needs to be slowed down a little, more restorative. If you've got energy to burn and you feel fidgety, this is going to be a really great class to get moving and shift that energy and just soothe and settle the nervous system towards the end. But let's just begin by slowing down the breath. Breathing in and out of the nose. You dry breath finds a very soft restriction in the base of the throat. So we can hear this breath, we can feel this breath as it enters and leaves the body. So just see if you can focus, maybe lengthen the exhalation just a little. Just feeling the body start to release and soften and land. Just laying the bones out heavy on the earth. Unlocking, unbracing around the neck and shoulders. I even like to close down the eyes here just to tune all of your attention inwards. Doesn't matter how you're stepping onto the mat or what's presenting, whether you're injured, if there's tightnesses. It's important that we just make that start to unroll the mat, to set the attention that we're going to move really mindfully, move to the timing of our breath, and honor what is needed by resting if you're tired, by taking modifications if that's what the body's calling for. Just making this your very own. Let's begin to add in some movement, build a little bit of heat. Lift the head up. Draw the elbows in a little closer. Square up the hands, spread the fingers. We're going to dive down through the nose, shift the body forward. And then press into the hands, straighten the arms, arching the spine and then curling the spine. With the spine nice and high, we sit the hips back onto the heels. Rest down onto the elbows, scoop forward. Press the upper body, open the heart, and then exhale, belly button to spine. Find a bit of space between the shoulder blades, sit the hips back. So it's almost a circular movement. Rounding, lifting, opening, and then exhaling to settle back towards the earth. Just a couple more like that. Just waking up the spine, moving the blood, building a little bit of heat. Last one here. Good, settle in. I'm going to slide the hands in a little, bring the knees in line with the hips, and then start to link through the fingers. So take them right up in front of the chest. I'm going to scoop the arms up nice and high. As you exhale, drop the upper body over to right hand side. Inhale back through center, stay really stable around the core. Exhale over to left hand side. This time as we come up nice and tall, we're going to bow over to right hand side, holding here, keeping the head centered between the forearms, and then start to release the bottom hand down, taking it to the earth. Kick the left leg out as you reach up and over with the left arm. You might like to push the hips forward a little. Create lots of space down the side of the body. One more huge big breath in here. And then exhale, circle the hand down, plant the hands, replace the left knee. We'll try that again. Other side, link the fingers, scoop skyward. This time as we exhale, take it over to left hand side first. Inhale, realigning. Exhale over to the right. Inhaling back up, recenter here, and then drop over to left hand side where you hold. So really strong bracing around the belly, head is centered between the arms. I'm going to release the bottom hand down. Kick out through the right leg, reach up and over with the right fingertips. Turning the heart up, lifting the gaze a little. Huge big stretch, one more big breath. And then exhale, circle down, right knee lands. We're going to walk the hands forward. Tuck the toes under, lift into plank position. So just start warming up the lower half of the body. Rock forward and backwards. We can take a couple of big circles through the ankles. Changing directions, just feeling a little twist and turning through the hips. Just spreading out underneath the toes into the arch of the feet, and then hold center, one big breath here. Lift the hips into your very first downward facing dog. So you want to spread the hands, plant the palms down. Push strongly into the mat, reaching the hips back. I always offer quite a big bend into the knees, especially early in the practice, just until the backs of the legs are nice and warm. Just releasing into the hamstrings. Rediscover those beautiful big breaths in and out of the nose. Huge inhales, really feeling the belly, feeling the lungs right up into the collarbones. And then exhaling, release the breath out, soften in. One more. Good, we're going to push into the hands. We're going to walk them towards the back of the mat. So usually we'd walk the feet forward, but we're going to take some sun salutations from the back of the mat today. So just hang forward here for a moment. Maybe a little nod, shake of the head, loosen through the back of the neck. I'm going to bend the knees deeply, begin to roll the body up. So stacking through the vertebrae, coming up nice and tall. And then we're going to continue reaching up and over with the arms. Bringing the palms to touch. We hinge from the hips, exhale, fold all the way down. We're going to walk the hands back out forward, letting the hands land underneath the shoulders. So from plank position, keep the toes tucked. We're going to soften down through the front of the hips. Draw the shoulders back, opening, stretching the front side of the body. And then chin to chest, brace the belly, push into the earth. We come back to downward facing dog. So let's link that to our breath now. Walk the hands in. Keep the heart lifted, full of breath. And then exhale, fold down. Push through the feet, circle all the way up and over. Hands touch, exhale, fold all the way back down. Halfway lift, walking forward. Exhale, drop the hips, open through the chest. Chin to chest again, lift the belly. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, hands walk in, so keep the heart up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, circle skyward. Exhale, follow the breath out all the way down. Halfway lift, walk the hands out. Exhale, sink into the hips. You can even hold here, big breath in, push off the toes, open the heart up. Exhale, bracing the belly, lift the hips, sink into the heels. Let's take one more round. Hands walk towards you. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping all the way up and over. Exhale, come all the way back down. Half lift, hands walk out. Exhale, dip into the hips. Inhale, roll shoulders back, open the chest. Chin to chest, we land back into downward facing dog. Feel free just to pedal out the feet here. Dropping into the heels. Nice and soft through the back of the neck. We're going to bring the gaze forward. This time, walk the feet towards the hands. Halfway lifting at the top of the mat. And then exhale, folding down. We're going to come all the way through standing. As you exhale, sit the hips back. Finding Utkatasana here. One more big breath. Dropping a little lower. We're going to turn this into an Utkatasana flow. So holding this first round, squeezing in through the belly, reaching through fingertips. One more big breath. Hands to heart. Exhale, drop the head down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips. Utkatasana once again. Big breath in. Drop into the legs. We're going to rebound all the way up, come up nice and tall, and then circle the arms down, forward fold. Again like that, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips down, arms rise up. Utkatasana, again, dropping in. Rebound up. Circle all the way down. Little recovery for the legs. One more round through. Half lift. Bow down. Sink hips. Arms rise up. Exhale, drop in. Inhale all the way up to standing. Hands to heart. Slow the breath. Roll out the ankles. Just quick recovery from Utkatasana now. So we're going to move through our flow from the top of the mat. There's really only 5 postures, but the transitions are quite different to what you may be used to. We're going to breathe the arms up overhead. Circle the right arm down only. Bend into the knees enough so the fingertips touch onto the earth. We're going to kick the left leg back into half moon. So our first posture, half moon. Back foot lands, we're going to sweep up into full crescent. As you exhale, drop the back knee down, circle the arms down behind you. Right fingertips land, straighten both legs, drop back heel. We're coming into Trikonasana. So half moon to crescent to Trikonasana. Opening across the chest here, just taking the first round nice and slow before we begin to get really fluid and flow between them. From Trikonasana, going to bring the hands to touch in front, bend into the right knee, and then stepping the feet together at the top of the mat. Arms reach and rise. Changing sides, this time left hand comes down onto the earth. We're going to kick the right heel up, half moon, left hand side, opening the chest, maybe lifting the gaze up. Float the back foot down. It's actually more difficult to do this more slowly. I feel quite wobbly. But as we flow, it'll all blend in together. Full crescent lunge. Exhale, soften back knee down, circle the arms back behind you. Left hand stays down, right arm's going to circle up. As you drop the back heel to Trikonasana. Pausing here, feel the length in the legs, so pushing down through the feet, that rebounded energy up into top fingertips. Both hands touch out in front, bend the left knee, step forward, arms rise up. Let's quicken this up a little, link it to our breath. Right hand down. Half moon, right hand side. Full crescent lunge. Big inhale. Soften back knee, circle the arms behind you. Trikonasana. Right hand stays, left arm sweeps skyward. And then it circles around, bring hands to touch. Stepping left foot through. Inhale, rise. Left hand down, right arm reaching. Right leg reaches back, half moon. Full crescent. Soften back knee, circle arms behind you. Trikonasana. Hands to heart, step forward. Inhale, rise. Right arm down, kick left foot back, half moon. Good, crescent lunge. Soften back knee, circle arms back. Trikonasana. I hope you're finding your flow. If it doesn't look exactly like mine, step forward. Doesn't matter, just smooth it out. Left hand down. Right leg reaches. Full crescent lunge, just alternating between both sides. Trikonasana. Stepping through. Squat down, reach and rise. Right arm down. Full crescent. Drop the knees, circle back. Trikonasana. Good, one more round through both sides. Foot steps in, we reach and rise. Left arm down. Half moon. Crescent lunge. Circle back and down. Warrior, Trikonasana. Stepping forward, feet together. We land. Inhale, rise. Circle all the way down. Both feet step back. Slow, extra slow vinyasa. Lower down. Maybe a count of 4, so lift and rise. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale back. 3, 2, and 1. Settle back into your down dog. Walk the feet out. Going to lift right heel, bend the knee, open through the front of the hip. Draw the knee to nose, round in, little bit of core strength here. One more time. Knee to nose. Kick the right foot all the way up this time. Lay the right shin down, half pigeon, right hand side. Scoot that back foot back a little. Just rocking forward and back, rolling out through the right hip joint. Decide whether you want to stay up nice and tall or drop down onto the elbows. So you get to decide. Oh, I can't even. You get to decide the intensity. Slowing the breath, softening the shoulders. You can even drop down onto the hands if you wish. Just opening, broadening the upper back. Good, we'll push up onto the hands, take that on second side. Come back to down dog, pedal it out. This time left leg lifts high. bend at the knee, open through the front of the hip, and then draw the knee under. Kick it up. Bend the knee, open the hip, scorpion pose here, and then round in. Kick the foot up, lengthen the leg, three-legged dog, and then lay that left shin underneath you. Drop the back knee down, setting up left side half pigeon. Just rocking over the hips if needed. I like to massage out that outer hip just to help me settle into the pose. As always, to grab blocks or props to just help realign the hips, stabilize around the pelvis before setting up the upper body. So deciding whether you want to stay up nice and tall or drop down. Again, just revisiting child's pose quickly here, unlocking neck and shoulders. Sinking hips towards the earth. Inviting in nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Good, as we start to feel even on both sides of the body, just pressing up into the hands, drop the hips over to left hand side. We're going to sweep the legs out in front of us. Paschimottanasana, bend the knees as much as needed. I want to grab the ankles or the outer blade of the feet. So bend the knees as much as you need so you can tilt the pelvis. So we're not sitting into the lower back here. So pull the heart forward, take a nice big breath in, and then bending the elbows, start to bow the torso over top of the thighs. Again, like that, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Release the legs, slide the hands all the way back until they land behind you. Push into the heels, lift the hips up, roll the shoulders back and down, lifting the heart. We can also bend at the knees here. Push the hips a little higher, just reverse tabletop position. And then sit the hips down. Make sure there's a little bit of room behind you to roll down onto your back. So tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Good, head lands, arms released. We're going to keep the right leg bent up, left leg is long. Shift the hips to right side, guide the knee across the body. And just start to allow the body to sink down into this rotation. Just 3 breaths here. Good, releasing off, we change sides, bend up the right knee, recenter the hips, extend left legs long. Push the hips to the left side, so we're twisting with a beautiful straight spine, guiding the knee across the body, softening into left shoulder. Good, last breath. Come back center, realign the hips. Go, stand arms and legs long, full body stretch. Pointing and flexing the toes a couple of times, maybe rolling through ankles and wrists. Good, and then settling the body down into Shavasana, your relaxation. It's always just nice to end with a few quiet moments. Decompressing the spine, just settling the body in, soothing through the nervous system, slowing the breath. So allow the feet to roll open, so we're unlocking all the joints in the lower body, the ankles, the knees and the hips. Softening the belly, opening across the shoulders. Relaxing all the tiny muscles around the mouth, the eyes, the forehead. And then with the palms turned skyward, just offering ourselves to this moment. Absorbing all the benefits of every posture we've just completed. As you lay here and rest, I hope that you can stay a little longer. Really enjoy this time of presence and well-being, just rebalancing, realigning, taking your time to rejoin into the web. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.